what's in your wallet, and Dodge.
If you say you are the best, when you say it, better say it with your chest.
Kelsey's got it, cuts over the middle, touchdown!
Your reign is over, we got next.
I don't think he was out of bounds, but the Patriots have no more challenges. They've used both.
I told y'all.
Brady throws end zone for Edelman, knocked away.
We got next.
How do you feel overall right now about the state of your offense?
I think we lost a close game to a good football team. If we could play a little bit better, I think we could win.
Well, we just got to go out and try to play better and try to win, next week's game. So disappointing, but, not going to feel sorry for ourselves. Try to go back to work and do a better job.
The calls did not go the Patriots' way yesterday. Some could argue a few scores were left on the table due to officiating. N'Keal Harry and the out-of-bounds call. Stephon Gilmore, scoop and score after a Travis Kelce potential fumble. And an egregious PI call. We could have had a very different outcome. I feel you looking at me. Stephen A., did New England get robbed?
No, they didn't get robbed. They didn't get robbed. They deserved to lose the game. I understand that there were plays that were missed. Obviously, there was a touchdown. The officiating was highly suspect. We all know that. I get that. But Tom Brady was not impressive. He was pretty bad yesterday. He missed several throws, several opportunities. He missed red coverage on that one interception that he threw. At least it looked that way. There's no question about that. I'm not going to deny that. But for me, more than anything else, it speaks to the absence of weapons. And it's beautiful that we just finished talking about Jimmy G. Because, again, I am not trying to sit up there and say that Tom Brady is what he was 2 years ago or anything like that. What I am saying is give the brother something. He has nothing. He has close to nothing. It's really, really, really bad. When you look at the receivers, N'Keal Harry, he showed what he could do on run and catch situations. But he was targeted about 2 times for crying out loud, I think, okay? And so I'm looking at him right now. I'm sorry, he was only targeted 1 time, okay? Julian Edelman, he had 8 catches for about 95 yards. You had James White, 5 receptions for 27 yards. He's a running back for crying out loud. You have nobody to throw it to. And all I'm trying to say is this. I know when I say, Max, compassion, I don't mean it in a very, very literal sense. Bless you. I don't mean it in a very literal sense, okay? I understand, fellas. All right, Tom Brady, 9 Super Bowls, 6 championships. And I don't want to hear anything about officials from the New England Patriots. Don't get me started with the tuck rule and everything else in between that has happened for them. Jacksonville a couple of years ago, they should have been down by 17 for crying out loud in the AFC Championship game. There's plenty of times where the Patriots have benefited from bad officiating. What I'm saying is let's stick to this moment. I'm 42 years old. I'm a 6-time champion. I have produced in one pressurized situation after another. But I'm aging, Father Time. The dust is collecting on the birth certificate. And I got this to work with? Now, I can't completely blame the Patriots because you tried to get Antonio Brown. You tried to have Josh Gordon. I get all that. Rob Gronkowski retired. I understand. But can we at least just acknowledge, oh, my God, you're 42 years old, and that's what you get me to work with?
First of all, there are finite resources in the NFL. It's very rare that you have this awesome defense and awesome offense. And, in fact, Brady's not good anymore to lead an elite offense. Therefore, you might as well put your resources. That's what I said.
No, I just want to make sure I understand. You said that Brady, if he had an elite offense, he could have lead it?
Well, let's put it this way. I don't think you're going to win that way. I think you're better off trying to win with solid offense, running game, defense, which is why that's the way Belichick designed it.
So before I let you go,
in other words,
Brady would be bad even if he had an elite
What I'm saying is Belichick looked at Brady, the reason he wanted to replace him with Garoppolo, the reason Brady got Jimmy G shipped out of town, where he's now leading arguably the best team in football. The reason for that is he looked at Brady's decline and thought, we're going to have to win with a defense, a running game, and Tom Brady as game manager who can be big under pressure, like you just said. That's why he designed the team this way. Now, all that said, poor Tom Brady and the Patriots, they had calls go against them. Oh, my heart's bleeding for them. Nevertheless, you got to give it up and admit what the truth, what happened yesterday. They had the reason the refs aren't supposed to blow the call dead is because it's reviewable anyway. So let them play it out. Pat should have had a touchdown. And then the refs blow a call later in the game. But Belichick had to already challenge. And as a result, doesn't have his challenge, can't challenge, and they don't score another touchdown. That's 2 scores. They win the game because Mahomes isn't 100%, right? Like, for all the Patriots hating you can say I do, and I wouldn't even deny it, root against the Patriots, but you got to be fair. Yes, the Patriots got robbed yesterday. I don't feel sorry for them. The refs have robbed other teams 1,000,000 times. The Patriots seem to be on the good end of this stuff almost every time, but you got to admit the truth when it happens. The Patriots got robbed yesterday, period.
Thank you, and they can't afford to because they do suck offensively. Like, everybody knows that. They don't have the weapons. I don't know what you're talking about. If they had an elite group around him, he wouldn't be carrying this team. They right now he's responsible for 10 wins. Him and this defense. Because, look, when you look at the NFL, he's had to make plays in games with guys that have not made plays for him. He didn't throw to Jacoby Myers when he was open on the goal line. He threw to Edelman because Edelman makes those plays. Breland made a great play. But when you look at the fact that the referees missed a touchdown, Max, they missed a touchdown. We're not talking about a situation where he picked up a first down or he would have got them closer to the goal line. They missed a touchdown.
Touchdowns, really?
I don't know. Cheetah was coming. But when you think about what situation the Patriots in, and I said it, I agree with everybody that says the weapons around him aren't enough. I've always contended that Julian Edelman wasn't a one. Julian Edelman has benefited from Rob Gronkowski and another receiver on the other side being able to play the slot. When that's your number one guy, you're going to have a problem. So I get so frustrated when you talk about Tom Brady at this point, and I'm with you. Father Time is happening. But please stop saying Jimmy G and all of that, because this dude has still won beside that. Like last year when the Rams were tearing the NFL up in offense. Defense played well. Brady put up 13 points, enough to win the game.
13 points.
That's fine.
That's
Max,
enough to win. That's Belichick winning the game.
Did you see what the Rams...
Hold on. Could you pause, please? Because I got him. I got him. This is fun. I've been waiting for you to open and put your foot in your mouth.
Let's go.
Did he just sit up there and say 13 points?
3.5 years.
He said Belichick won that.
We all know I school you every day. But here's the point that I'm trying to make. Did you remember did he just say 13 points?
Yeah.
But when I bring up the fact that Eli only scored 17 in the Super Bowl or 21 in the Super Bowl, you want to stop the presses and have a parade where all the rest of the Giants get ignored, and let's just put him on a float going past City Hall and beyond. It's all about Eli Manning when the Giants' defense was all over Brady.
Right.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
No.
That's what you said.
Okay, I understand.
That's what you said.
I understand your point. The difference is in both those Super Bowls, Eli Manning made miracle plays with the game on the line.
No. David, so
Tyree
Eli Manning deserved it for Tyree?
Well, part of it.
Max, let me get him, Stephen A.
Go ahead.
Stop. Let me help.
Gotcha.
Let me help.
Gotcha.
Last year against the Chiefs, who made the play to win the game?
The refs?
The pass to Gronkowski?
No, the refs when Tom Brady threw an interception to end the game, he didn't see a pre-snap penalty. He didn't think he had a free play. He just messed up.
All right, cool.
Game over.
Cool. The refs messed this one up yesterday too then.
I just said
okay.
it.
Who made the play though? Who made the play to get the ball to Rob Gronkowski?
Well, Tom Brady was the quarterback. All right. Yes, he had Dr. Rob Gronkowski bonus
the following
time,
week, who made the play in the Super Bowl to give them their touchdown?
Yes, but it's not like Eli's touchdown against the Patriots.
How can we not? They big plays. We not coming.
I agree.
So you want to take credit
I
from him in those moments?
No. You got to catch it on top of the helmet.
The bump in his point about 3 years ago where he was 2 years late.
Hold on, stop.
Go ahead, early rather.
This is easy. What do I think about Eli Manning? That he was a superstar? No.
He plays tonight, by the way, on ESPN.
That Eli was a game manager who was big under pressure. Same thing in the Super Bowl. He was a game manager who can be great when you need him to. Tom Brady, at best, is that now. We'll see if he can be great when you need him to in the playoffs.
Okay.
But let's not rush past the first point. Game manager who can do that. That was Eli. See, this is Tom.
Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that synopsis. The fact that he was better than a game manager last year when he had pieces around him. He was better, Max.
Yeah, he was.
Right?
He was better than a game manager, but he was already falling off last year.
So look,
he had fallen off a lot from the year before.
Whatever your definition of game manager is, it could be different than mine. It could be different than Stephen A. or Molly or anybody talking about this game. But, Max, coaches don't usually put the ball in game managers' hands when the game on the line. That's like a MO in the NFL. They would rather go through the channels in which makes them the best. Tom Brady, okay, with people around him, is not a game manager. He is a killer.
No, what I'm saying is
forever.
I'm saying you're assuming that based on 2 years ago. He was basically a game manager last year.
Max,
Brady with time is deadly.
Max,
we all know this. In the playoffs, Brady with time is deadly. No, not anyone with time. Brady, Aaron Rodgers, no, not anybody.
Yes, with time.
If we're going to play the if game, right?
No, with time in the game.
If Tom Brady had Antonio Brown and Rob Gronkowski, would you be different in your analysis?
He would. No, what I would say is people would be fooled into thinking that he's better than he is.
Okay, cool.
Because they would have elite weapons.
That's what I needed to know. So obviously Tom Brady done to you. It's beside the point for us to keep arguing it with you.
Listen, Tom Brady is not an elite quarterback right now. I'm not saying anything anyone doesn't know. I'm just the only one who will say it because he's a holy.
Oh, you're the only one who will say it when the entire football world has recognized that he's not what he's.
No. But you're the only one that said that. There's only Max Kellerman that's saying that now. But when you said it 3 years ago, hold on, when you said it,
but the bigger the platform, the quieter people get about it.
Excuse me. So we get to ignore the fact that this dude was falling over a cliff, and then after you uttered those words, went to 3 straight Super Bowls, won 2 Super Bowl titles, and then you sit up here this year and say, I was a year late. Not 3 years late.
I was 1 year late.
A year late.
What's unfair about that is I defined... What was unfair about that is I defined very clearly what the prediction meant. He exceeded it by 1
question, Max.
But he did exceed it.
I need researchers to tell me how many points the Patriots put up against the Eagles in the Super Bowl.
33. 40 to 33, and Tom Brady passed for 505 yards.
He was still balling.
Well, that was
the end of the great Tom Brady.
What about last year?
And after that was the decline.
What about last year against the Chiefs?
No. Last year, he threw an interception to end the game.
Max, by the way, when I say Brady with time, I don't mean time in the pocket. I mean game on the line, 2 minutes. You trust him to get the job, and you don't want the ball in his hands, just like an Aaron Rodgers.
I agree with that. I would agree with that.
In the playoffs.
He's got the clutch thing.
Yes.
Got you.
Totally 100%, especially in garbage time. He could throw you a couple touchdowns and make it look like
he had a receiver in Antonio Brown walking there one day.
Goodbye, everyone. Still to come, has Lamar already wrapped up the MVP race? One of these guys says not yet. Plus, the Clemson Tigers, one of the top 4 contenders for the national championship. So does Dabble have good reason to be upset? We'll get into that. Stay here.